Welcome to the AJ Awesome Show, a show about my favorite things. My name is AJ, and my special guest for this episode is Bricky Starks. I hope you like the show! I am here with former NWA television champion, Bricky Starks.
Hello. How are you, AJ? Before we get started, you were at NWA 70, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you back there when they were before the show when they were doing like the meet and greets and all that.
Mm-hmm. Why did you start wrestling?
Well, I started wrestling because my brother and sister watched it before I was born, and then I got into it, I want to say, about when I was like six or 5 years old. And then I told my mom that I was going to be a wrestler when I grew up. And I grew up, and then I became a wrestler. But originally I started because I just liked it a lot.
I'm planning on being a wrestler whenever I grow up, and I started watching it whenever I was 3, I believe.
You started younger than I did.
What advice would you give a new wrestler?
The advice I would give a new wrestler would have to be, of course, you have to work hard and you have to keep going. I feel like that's pretty typical of advice that people give. But honestly, you should do it if you really love it. If you don't love it, if you have some type of hesitation about it, then don't go through with it. Only give 1,000% of the stuff that you love, because there's going to be a lot of sacrifices that you have to make, and things are going to get pretty tough during the whole process of making it as a wrestler. So it's important to really know that you truly, truly love it.
Who do you think is the best wrestler in the world right now?
Oh, right now? I would have to... Dang, that's a hard question. Best wrestler right now. I'm really impartial to Naito from New Japan. As far as in the States go, I would have to say AJ Styles.
What is your all-time favorite movie?
Ooh, my all-time favorite movie would be The Matrix. I really love The Matrix. That, or there's another. No, I really love The Matrix. Yeah.
I watched it, and I think it's a really good movie too.
Perfect. Yeah, dude, it's so good. That, and I like part 1 and part 2. Those are my favorite movies.
How would you describe your wrestling style?
I don't think I have a wrestling style. It's very mixed bag. But I guess if I had to give it a style, I would say I'm a bit more of a brawler, or like unorthodox. Either or.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh man, I really love a flavor that's at Baskin Robbins. It's called Love Potion 21. It's vanilla ice cream with chocolate raspberry-filled hearts with swirls of raspberry in it as well. It's so good. I get it every year for my birthday.
That sounds good.
You have to try it. They have it every year, and it's only around February.
My birthday's in February.
Which day?
19th.
The 19th? I'm the 21st, so we're not that far removed as far as our birthdays go. That's pretty cool. You're a Pisces, too.
Mm-hmm. If you could... Wait, my favorite is cookie dough or cookies and cream.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite as far as where do you get it from? Like, do you like... do you have different brands of ice cream?
There's this one place that we go to, so I really like their ice cream. It's around the St. Louis area.
I used to live in St. Louis. When I go back, I'll have to. If you remember the name, tell me, and I'll have to try it out.
It's called Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday fun day. That's great. I love that. Perfect.
If you could wrestle anyone in the world, who would you pick?
The Undertaker. That's my favorite wrestler.
My favorite is everybody, pretty much. I really like all the wrestlers
But
because
if you have to choose one, like for $1 billion, you have to choose one wrestler that you would like to wrestle. Who would it be?
oh no,
I know
I would
it's
like to wrestle MJF because he's really mean.
perfect.
I would like to eat his butt.
I like that. I like that approach to it, and I think I'm gonna let him know because I know some people that know him, and I'll tell him, hey, you got a competitor on the rise here, and I think you have his number.
Who has had the biggest influence on your career?
I would have to. Oh, that's a hard one. That is literally one of the hardest questions I've ever been asked because I've never thought about that. I would think that wrestling wise, wrestling wise, I think I have a friend named Jack Stain. He's been a big influence on me professionally and personally. Um, Beyond him, though, I would definitely say my family, my mom, brother, and my sister, and my niece. Those people.
What was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
I really enjoyed Two Stupid Dogs as well as Dexter's Laboratory. Yeah.
I've watched Dexter's Laboratory, and I think I've heard of the Two Stupid Dogs show.
It used to come on Cartoon Network a lot.
If you could have 3 wishes granted, what would they be?
Let's see here. Let's think about this one. I got 3 wishes. My first wish would be that Hurricane Katrina never happened. My second wish would be that my family is taken care of financially for life. And then my third wish would be to have an additional 5 more wishes that I can just use whenever.
For me, my first wish would be to end all problems in the earth. Just solve world hunger and everything. And my second wish is that all of this COVID-19 and stuff would just stop.
Yeah.
And my third wish would be that everybody would get 3 wishes.
Dope. You and I are on the same page, it seems like.
Who is Ricky Starks, and why should my viewers get to know you?
Well, if anyone really wants to get to know about me, they can find me on Twitter at StarkmanJones, of course. But honestly, if you ever want to get a very good idea about me as a person, all you have to do is fly or drive or take a train all the way down to New Orleans and spend 3 days in New Orleans, and you will definitely get an idea of who Ricky Starks is in that sense. Because that city is the epitome of me in a nutshell. And so I think that would be the best place to go or to get a better idea of me as a whole.
That's the end. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the AJ Awesome Show. I would like to thank Ricky Starks for being my special guest. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.